Platform sneakers.
Hey, what's up guys?
Mini skirt on.
I'm Code Blush, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to write a simple Rust program using Rust Playground, which is an IDE in the web browser. You can access Rust Playground by searching for it in your search engine or clicking the link below. Okay, so to run a program in Rust Playground, we press the Run button. This is a simple program that prints Hello World to the console, standard output, standard error, and standard input, which is down here in Rust Playground. These are pipes. If you're on desktop and you right-click, on Safari it's called Inspect. Click Inspect. Then we get in here, to the source code of this web page. If we navigate to console, we see the prompt here for standard input. That would be the equivalent to what's down here in Rust Playground. This console is JavaScript, and the equivalent to the print line statement in JavaScript would be console.log. When we press enter, we get the argument to log, printed to standard output, which would be the equivalent to this in Rust Playground. Or, if I type in a random character, this throws an error, which would be the equivalent of what's printed to standard error in Rust Playground. Let's close this JavaScript console for a minute and get back to Rust. This program isn't very fun right now, but we're going to make it more interesting by making it interactive. We want this program to print hello, and our name to the console instead of hello world. The question you should be asking yourself now is, how do we make the program aware of our name? We do so by providing our name as user input down here. We want to assign a place to store user input, we want to read user input, and then we want to substitute user input into greeting. Right. So, we define a variable, and call that variable name. And we set it equal to an empty string, which is basically this. A double slash in Rust is the syntax for code comment. Next, we want to read user input. The code to do so, to read this token stream, it already exists. It's in the standard library. And it takes as argument a mutable reference to name, a mutable reference to the place in memory that will be storing whatever is read. We need to make sure that that place is indeed mutable. We do so in Rust by using the mute keyword. Lastly, we want to substitute whatever is read into our greeting. Right, we type our name down here. Press enter. Cool. Hello Code Blush. So you're probably noticing all of this, and you should be noticing all of this. What is it saying? It's saying, warning, unused result that must be used. Right, okay, from this line of code. And then it says, help, use let wildcard equals whom to ignore the resulting value. And then it gives us this line of code, so it's actually giving us the solution. Let's see if the error goes away. Nice. The error, or rather the warning, is gone. Warning is not so serious, but not ideal. As opposed to error, which says it can't compile. When we press run, the program stalls on this line of code here. It's waiting for our user input until we type something in here. The program is not going to proceed. It's not going to go on to the next instruction. If you imagine that you did not write this program and you're just a user, and you get this, how do you know what you're supposed to do? To fix this, we add a prompt, which is a helpful message telling the user what to do. Let's go again. This is much better. Type your name. Done. Cool. One more small thing that is still not great with this program is the exclamation mark. Like, why is it on this line? We want it to be up here. This is because readLine is a method that will read whatever we type and add a new line at the end of it. We don't want that. So we are going to use a method on string, on this type, called trim, which is basically removing any white space at the start and end of the string. Okay, this is what we wanted. Sick. You just wrote your first Rust program.
Platform sneakers, all the boys want a picture. Mini skirt on.